Hi, I'm Sacha Mascolo-Tarbuck, Global Creative Director and owner of TONY&GUY and Label M. It's really exciting for us this year because we are celebrating 15 years of fashion. It's been incredible for our business because we do over 80 shows a year and we have a session team of over 100 hairdressers, which are from all of our salons in the UK and globally. It gives our hairdressers an amazing opportunity to be backstage at Fashion Week, to see the latest trends and to work with the art team. I did my very first show in fashion over 30 years ago, and for me as a hairdresser it's imperative that you learn all the different disciplines as a hairdresser, whether it be cut, colour, on a photo shoot, doing a show or backstage at Fashion Week. And it's incredible that in our brand we can give these opportunities to our hairdressers. My favourite designer, and I worked on all of his shows, is Giles, a true visionary, really pushing the boundaries of creativity and diversity. And I always felt so privileged to be on his shows because he would have the best models in the industry. And from his collections, those really wearable pieces, right up until those detailed, intricate couture pieces that he would show in his collections. A true visionary in fashion, and for me a real privilege to work backstage at his shows. For us as a brand, it's really important that we are inspired by fashion, but we are true global leaders in hair, education and product.
London Fashion Week is always my favourite time of the year. And over the last 15 years, we've been working backstage with some amazing designers. It's the creativity, it's the buzz, and it's the energy. Working with designers such as Giles Deacon, Gareth Pugh, Mary Cotranzo. But one of my real favourites has always been working with Henry Holland for House of Holland. His vision and his young, fresh approach to fashion has always excited me. He was one of the first designers that really encapsulated individuality, diversity and ethnicity within his shows. And working on his shows, you never knew the type of hair that you were going to create. Whether it was curly, whether it was straight, whether it was braided or whether it was up. And that's what made it so much fun. He always embraced the individual model as they walked through the door, and as they graced the runway, they always showed their attitude and their personality. The collaboration between hairdresser, makeup artist and the designers was always my favourite part, creating that hair design, that something unique, something original. And then taking that backstage with the TONY&GUY session team and the label M product range was just a magic experience. And that's what made me keep coming back season after season.
My name is Indira Schauwecker, and I've been really privileged to be part of the session team of TONY&GUY and Label M since nearly 15 years, and really celebrating these 15 years of fashion with Label M sponsor. I had opportunity to be leading shows like Mary Cotranzo, Giles Deacons, Shrimp, Paul Costelloe, just naming few. And doing more than 100 shows a year really gives us this opportunity as a brand to really see what the trend is all about. And really fashion is something that dictates actually hair. And that's why as a TONY&GUY brand and product brand, We're really making sure that every year we're bringing out new collection that really gives the inside of these trends, really giving importance that we're educating our staff all around the world to make sure that if you come to our salons, if you come to TONY&GUY, you will learn all the new trends of hair, giving you the opportunity also with our product to always styling it in the right finish. Thank you from me and goodbye.
Hi guys, Daniele De Angelis here, International Artistic Director for TONY&GUY and label.m. My favourite show on London Fashion Week is working for Costelloe. In the last couple of seasons, you can see the vision of the designer. It took a huge inspiration from the 60s. From the clothes, it's translated straight into the hair. We'll be working with lots of back on, the texture, the volume. It was absolutely stunning. And you can see that translated into what we do in the salon, in the high street, where clients are start asking for haircut with lots of more layers, with volume, and the way we dress it is absolutely key. Working with a balayage technique will enable you to enhance the texture, then a beautiful layered cut will push the texture throughout, and then working with a texturizing volume spray is the ultimate product to get that volume and that bouncy blow dry throughout.
I'm Efi Davies, International Artistic Director for TONY&GUY and label.m. One of my most memorable and of course favorite fashion shows I did was with Bethany Williams. She believes in an alternative system when it comes to fashion, production and sustainability. Her collection was all about second chances. The hair for the Bethany Williams show basically was beautiful braids. Some of them were very, very clean. Some of them were quite textured and tasseled. But what we did is basically an upcoming trend, and that was interlacing fabric into the hair. Now, this is a trend that's very upcoming and loads of clients are asking for it. You've seen it with the beautiful kind of like top bands. You take fabrics and scarves and you interlace it, creating beautiful bands. You've seen it with kind of like braids coming through it, and it's very, very important to take those trends from Backstage at London Fashion Week and of course introduce them to our beautiful clients.
Hello, my name is Philipp Haug, International Artistic Director for TONY&GUY and label.m. One of the highlights for me at London Fashion Week is actually at London Fashion Week Men's, is at the ETOS show. What I love about the ETOS show is actually that a lot of the boys are being casted, you know, for their different identity and for their different personality. So always that transforms all the way into the hair, that you can see a lot of different hair textures, and a lot of the boys have always a longer length, which is obviously from a hairdressing point really exciting because we have always a lot to play with. Why it is so amazing for us at TONY&GUY and label.m sponsoring London Fashion Week is, first of all, we have a massive team backstage at London Fashion Week. So these team members are taking obviously their motivation and inspiration all back to the TONY&GUY salons around the world. But secondly, also what is amazing is that actually we're taking the inspirations, we're seeing the trends 6 months before everybody else.